Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone in YouTube land. We are going to discuss season 11, first episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Are y'all ready? Grab your
Okay,
wig,
are we
grab your
ready for
glasses.
Atlanta Gerger
Yes,
specifically?
Atlanta Georgia. Okay, grab your cocktail. Get ready, y'all.
The most. I actually have my notes right here, and
Yes.
oh my god, like this is a. It looks like a really good season. Like Portia, Portia is really
I
giving
think
me everything I want.
I know Portia is your favorite. You are a stan of Portia. I
Yeah.
think this season is Portia's season. And I kind of feel like it's Nene's season just because of the dilemma what she's going through. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, I
Mm-hmm.
think this is going to be a very interesting season. So let's start with the new taglines. Now, I don't know if y'all seen it yet, if you want to go over the taglines or not, but I'm curious to know, Kevin, what's your favorite tagline?
My favorite tagline, I think out of comedic purposes, is probably Nene about that whole gluing her wig down shit. Cause that's that's really she did
Why
that.
did I know you were going to like that? Her tagline this season is I am the glue for my wig and my family. I
Right,
could so see you liking that one.
right.
Um, my favorite tagline, because I'm a boss and I think Candy's a boss and we about our coins, is Candy's tagline. And Candy's tagline is I count my blessings and my paycheck.
Okay.
Okay, and my checks. Yes, that's me.
First of all, y'all are both Tauruses, so of course your Taurus ass would like her.
Really? I did not know that. I know me and Janet Jackson are Tauruses, but I didn't know me and Candy are Tauruses.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
guys are. You guys have like the same approach to a lot of different shit, like about life, to be honest. So it makes sense. But let me ask you this. Who do you think had the worst quote of the season?
Oh my gosh. Let me think about it.
Think.
You know, I really don't care for Eva's tagline.
Right. Oh my God.
What is it?
I'm just like, you're not giving me what I want.
Right, and even her storyline, once we get into it, was kind of boring. Like last
Mm-hmm.
season, she brought tea and receipts. This season, she's bringing
Boring.
grumpy housewife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. And then it's like I live a model life, but now I'm a top. What did she say? I'm a top wife. I'm about to be a top wife. I'm like,
Yeah,
really?
top wife. I'm like, what the fuck is that? That's cheesy.
Yeah. I'm like, she needs some writers to help her. I actually heard
Yes.
that they hire people to help them with their tagline.
You think so?
Oh yeah, I definitely think so because I know like Nene, she works on the comedy network, and I've heard that they have actual comedians help write their stuff. And then there's a lady somewhere out there on YouTube. I'm gonna have to find her, but she talks about how she's written taglines and reads for people. She's right there in the ATL. She writes those reads for people. So
Hmm.
I think she wrote for what's the girl? Rest in peace. She's no longer on the show. Phaedra. Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Phaedra.
Listen, don't do
Phaedra.
Phaedra. I love Phaedra.
You do.
Yeah, Phaedra's really funny.
You
That's my
root for
Scorpio
the
queen.
underdog.
Yes, she's my Scorpio queen. So like, I love her, even though I'm not a Scorpio.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
If you had to kick one person off the island and it was either Portia or Phaedra, who would it be?
It would be Phaedra. It would be Phaedra because Phaedra, she doesn't have. I feel like she's good when you want to chill and sit down and like shade people all day, but when you're ready to like have some fun, I feel like she'll be like a Debbie Downer almost in a sense. And Portia can be the one that can really just be the good person and just like, have fun and just enjoy the night. Like she keeps the emotion going. And you can also see that when she's with Nene, when Nene allows it to. Because sometimes I feel like Nene can get a little bit petty sometimes, or she'll remember petty moments and she'll bring it from her past and apply it to the present situation. And it kind of just dampers the opportunity of building a friendship again, because that's what I've seen last season. But I guess this season, these girls are very back and forth. And I guess this season she started to lighten up, I guess. And also with the whole Greg situation, she could use a laugh or two. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the Greg situation is humbling Nene. Because I'm so glad that they got back together. Because remember, they divorced. And then they remarried. I think Greg is a solid man.
They divorced?
Yeah, you didn't know they got divorced?
No.
Did you miss season 6 or 5 or somewhere around there?
Shit, I probably fucking did, but I'm back.
Okay, so let me tell you real quick, and I know for people that are watching this, they're like, okay, that's old tea, but basically he borrowed money from Dwight. Remember Dwight?
No.
Okay. You do remember Dwight?
No.
Oh my God! What season did you start watching Real Housewives?
I started watching like for the past 3 seasons, I think. I don't know. I don't really remember the niggas that's on there.
Okay, so She by Sheree launched her line, right? And Dwight was real close with Nene, and his whole thing was so I know you probably didn't see it, but she had a fashion show with no fashion. Sheree did. She by Sheree. And so Dwight's thing was he was like, how can you have a fashion show with no fashion? That's just dreadful. Dreadful. I'm going to have to get you up to speed offline with Dwight because he has some good tea. But, okay. And I say he's even better. You know how people can read? He is a classic reader. I think Funky Dineva can read good, but Dwight will do it in such a classy kind of way. Matter of fact, Dwight is the guy that did Phaedra's baby shower. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes, I remember.
Okay, and then he did Phaedra's, I think her son's first party, year 1 or something like that. So he's been in current episodes, but he's not a reoccurring character. And the thing is, him and Nene were thick as thieves. They were very close. And so she felt a level of betrayal because Greg became close with Dwight and started talking about his own wife to Dwight. So it was one, borrowed money from him, and then 2, you're going to talk about your wife. And so the conversation was recorded. Nene heard it, and they got divorced. She felt so betrayed. But I think the thing for Greg is he's a traditional man, and he was used to being in that role. And then as Nene grew, he felt like he was in the background. So they divorced, and then they even had a marriage show. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh my God.
But you know what? Okay. Continue.
Huh?
I was saying just continue.
Okay. So anyway, so they got remarried. But what I was saying was that I'm glad they got back together because he loved Nene when she wasn't Nene. And now he is in a place where he needs someone that got him. And I truly believe Nene got him because they got that love before the fame.
You're very right. You're very, very right. You're very right. Now, humbling, because you said that this is a humbling experience for Nene. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
you don't think that's kind of harsh? You don't think that's kind of harsh?
What?
It's a humbling experience for Nene.
You think that's harsh?
To be honest, I think it's an experience that helps her really understand that life is not forever, which I think she always knew, but I don't think she's ever been this close to losing someone so close and so intimately.
Yeah.
I think humbling might not be for me, humbling is not the right word. I'd probably say, mm, I'm,
Let me say this. I feel that she now has a more forgiving heart because she is in a place that she has never visited before.
okay. Yeah.
She doesn't, and maybe humbling is the wrong word. And hey, forgive me, guys. Bad choice of words. But sometimes when you go through stuff in life, it teaches you to forgive because it's like it's not in the bigger scheme of things. It's not that serious, right? So here you are facing something you've never faced before. Your husband, your best friend, is dying. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to be that pillar of strength for him because right now he's weak.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know for me, I'd be like, I don't have energy to really hate on anybody right now. I got to give this man I love all that I can and be strong. So,
ooh, that's actually a good theory. Maybe that's why she was like, or at least she's a little bit open to like, I guess like being all buddy buddy with Portia again. But speaking of Portia, this wedding ring shopping though, and this whole wedding ring moment. First of all, I just want to say that I'm really, 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 really proud of Portia. Like, she deserves it. And she's a girl who loves to be in love. And I'm really glad that like she has found the man of her dreams. It's like that fairy tale that you dream about, I guess, like ever since you're younger. And like that fairy tale is finally starting to come true. And you're gonna act like that inner child that created the desire to manifest this beautiful, abundant, joyful life. And she's actually frolicking in it. And that's why I'm really happy for her. But Dennis,
I was ready to be Messyville, baby, because I'm like, you shopping for 6-carat rings, 10-carat rings. Now, you was with a man before that had that NFL paper, because she mentioned, oh, this is where we got my engagement ring before.
Well,
now she said Dennis owns hot dog trucks.
Oh, all hot dog trucks or his own hot dog truck?
The gossip blog. I mean, she said he opened the first whatever it was called, and it had to do with hot dogs, right? So I'm assuming they transitioned from trucks to restaurants. However, I thought he was in the hair game, like selling the bundles.
I heard that too. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, so I think they painted the narrative how they saw fit on Bravo, because from what I read, I mean, he's an entrepreneur, don't get me wrong, but he was in the hair game. I didn't hear nothing about hot dogs. And I heard something else, but I can't quite remember. But his character is questioned.
Yes. Like, oh my God. Listen.
I mean, we see that in the upcoming episodes, but even in the blogs, they were saying that before this. So
yes,
I was like, oh, honey, let me adjust my wig.
Yeah, fix your bang and everything like that, because they're definitely going to dig some dirt on him like they usually would do. But my thing is, like, he gives me, like, I feel like he wants to build a new chapter in his life. Like, he wants to turn over a new leaf, and he found someone who he can turn over that new leaf with, which is Portia. But I feel like his past relationships, like, I feel like it kind of intertwines with Portia's, like, I guess, like, who Portia might... It's 9:30. Who Portia might not, like, 100% approve of from time to time. I don't know. But it's really sketchy nonetheless to say. Even if it's not, like, who Portia had conflicts with in the past before, but it definitely feels sketchy. It doesn't feel 100% crystal clear, like how you assume, I guess, your lover of your life to be. And with Candy in the previews for the continuance of this season, like, Candy's kind of, possessive of her pussy, because it's like, geez, like, Yes, she gives me those vibes. You know, like when
What do
you,
you mean by that?
well, possessive of, possessive of who Portia likes and who Portia talks to and who Portia is romantically interested in. She gives me those girls who give her the jealous eye without ever saying anything. And so when you have someone acting all aggressive like this out of nowhere, talking about some, well, I got tea on her man, blah, 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 this, that, and the third, it kind of feels like you kind of like her. I don't know, to
Well,
me.
she does like her. Okay, let's go back on that. They kissed intimately in the club. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, and that wasn't a lie about her wanting a threesome with Portia. It was just the way Portia and Phaedra were dragging that story. So, does she find Portia attractive? I definitely think Candy finds her attractive, and so does Todd.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
And Todd as well.
And Todd, because Candy allows threesomes, so they have an open marriage.
Alrighty, I mean, and that's cool and all, but where it starts to get uncool is when you start to have like an unnecessary like edge towards you or from you towards, even though you're not really that cool with Portia, it's still someone you're kind of cordial with, and she's happy for her own love life, and you kind of seem sketchy. And to me, that picks back with the rumors of you wanting to, I guess, be sexually involved with her. But also, me personally, I feel like she really does like, it's like that long lost lover kind of fantasy that
Well,
he has with Portia, I feel.
and let me say this. I mean, I'm not bisexual, but I'm a Taurus woman, like you said, like Candy is, which I didn't know. And we're very possessive. Um, we are like men. You know how men kind of will mark their territory and say, hey, like even though they're not with you, if they've been with you or been down that road with you, that's still mine. And they don't want to see nobody else with it. So I think for Candy, the moments that they shared, even if it was just kissing or bumping fronts or rubbing on each other, what have you,
Mm-hmm.
I think she sees Portia as hers.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. She's possessive of that cooch, period.
yeah, yeah. Well, because they was about to do the do.
Yeah, but
So
Candy needs to understand, listen, you know that Portia, even though she probably hasn't stated it, I'm pretty fucking sure Portia's pretty fucking monogamous in her romantic relationships. Why are you like trying to, well, I don't know. It's just like, why are you being messy, girl? Why?
because Candy not monogamous in hers. So she still want Portia. Let's be 100 about it.
Okay. And I can understand that, but
She still want her in that way. I mean,
well, that's true. You're very, very right.
and even supposedly, from what I read in the gossip blogs, allegedly, later on this season, she's having a sex dungeon party.
Girl, you really think
Well, come on.
you
Number
really
one,
think that she's gonna have a sex
let's
party in a fucking dungeon in a sex dungeon?
let's talk about this. No, because I saw, actually, I'm gonna tell you where I saw it. Do you remember? Well, you probably don't. There's this lady named Delicious, right? She was
Oh
on
yeah,
the
from
Flavor of
Flavor of
Love.
Love. Yeah.
Yes. So I follow her on Instagram, and she was at the sex dungeon party.
Were
So
they fucking?
I mean, she just kind of put it out there, but I don't. Do I think they're fucking? Probably not, because I
Girl.
think like Candy's tagline said, "I count my blessings and my paycheck." So what does Candy have? She has a sex toy line. So
Oh, duh,
I
I didn't think about that.
I think this sex dungeon party is connected to Bedroom Candy. But I'm just saying, because Candy about her coins. And I would put a spin on it too. I'm just saying. That's that Taurus in me. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, that makes sense. I definitely do think that makes sense. How do you feel about, well, not how do you feel, but the scene with Nene walking up the stairs and bringing up so much medications for Greg to fight off his cancer and his.
Can I say something? Oh my gosh. So
Mm-hmm.
Greg just be heavy on my heart because I know he's a solid man. He might have messed up along the way. And my mother died of cancer. So I just was like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know she signed up for this, but it's such a private thing to go through. I almost teared up tonight when they had that spiritual party for Greg.
Oh yeah, I definitely teared up.
Oh my gosh. And Greg says that, he has stage 3 colon cancer. And so they go in to remove a portion of the cancer. And he didn't think he was going to come out from that surgery. And he said he wrote a note to Nene and his family. And when that man started crying, I was like, I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do this. I'm like, suck it up, suck it up.
I kind of feel like he likes to keep his coolness about him, but he's not.
That tells you how he's just in a place now. Like he said, I'm okay with death. And I think you got to come at peace with death, but he don't want to die. And I was just like, oh my God, I just wanted to cry with him. I was like, I just wanted to hug him. Because I was like, I don't think I would want to go through that on television. It's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. Because you don't know, none of us know when we're going to leave this earth. But if you have a terminal illness like cancer, you feel like it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to check out.
Yeah, I hear you. I definitely feel like they needed that support group, that pastor moment, all of that. I feel so sorry for Greg. Like, I want to give him a hug. Like, he's a really cool dude. I really don't think he's a guy who is like an asshole to people, shady for no reason. Like, he's just chilling, just enjoying his life. And he's overcoming something that is very, 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 very traumatizing right now. And I really hope he gets through it.
It's sad because he's always been the peacemaker. He's never, not even Kim. He never said anything negative about Kim. He never said anything negative about any of those ladies on the show. He's always, from season 1 till now, always tried to pull them together. And I follow all the ladies on Instagram. And so when Greg was going through this, I think it was in June or May of this year, 2018. Kim, even, Wig, her and Nene don't like each other, but that man has so much respect. She sends him flowers and say, I'm praying for you. And so, I don't necessarily care for Kim Zolciak because she says some things that don't align with my spirit, but I felt like that was a kind gesture.
Oh, child. Kim is another topic for a whole nother day. She honestly is the embodiment of white trash, but at the same time, something about her is just so entertaining. I don't know. Like, she's really messy. Yeah, she's honestly. But whatever. So.
Okay. So let's go down the line. So we talked about Portia shopping for that wedding ring. We done talked about Nene and the cancer. So in the next scene, we see Candy.
Boring.
In California with Escape. And they're about to get a Lifetime Achievement Award. But did you notice Tiny was missing?
Yeah, Tiny was missing. But I mean, wasn't she like in a little snippet of her like performing with them like for practice? Oh shit, she was missing from the actual awards.
Right. So that's why I was like, that's weird. But also, I know for Candy, because Candy's very fake. Her and those sisters in Escape, them Scott sisters, don't get along. Really? And so, here's the whole thing. When the Escape Just Kicking It show ended, Candy about her money. She feel like she a boss bitch. She feel like she should get more money than everybody else. Mm. They did a song. That song is bomb. It don't get played very much, but I got it somewhere in my phone. With just the 3 of them. Tiny is actually on the lead. And then they had to go through a name change. It's still Escape, but they had to flip the E to a 3. Because, and that's all because of Candy, allegedly. Like, Candy wasn't trying to give up her portion. Candy wanted more money than it would be worth for anybody else. Those ladies wind up, I know Candy committed to so many concerts or so many, venues, but then she did that Broadway show. So at some point, it was just the 3 ladies. So it was very interesting to see, oh, this Lifetime Achievement Award for Escape, and then Tiny missing. Now I know Tiny is Candy's day one, like they friends, but I'm like, was she missing because of some stuff going on with T.I.? Like, why was she missing? That's interesting.
That is interesting. And that was probably in the midst of like that whole Escape drama, little shenanigans that they got going on. But to me, as business savvy and as just, business smart that Candy is, she's fucking boring as shit. And she doesn't really give me exactly what like I look for on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia. And she's just not it to me. She's really fucking boring, like, to be honest. And even when she was at the table with her family, and her own daughter had to clock her, like, you want another baby, but you're not around your babies.
But I wondered about that. Because I'm like, how can you keep having these kids and you keep, like, she's opening a second OLG in Atlanta, Georgia, right? Like a second restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's got her hands in all these other things. So I'm like, when do you have time to be a parent?
True. That's very true.
So I was like, it was interesting that Riley said that. And I follow Riley on Instagram as well. She's, I think, going to go off to Stanford somewhere. So I think she can't wait to get away from home. Because she was like, I think they probably leave Ace on her a lot. Like, oh, we'll be back. And she's like, I'm tired of that. Don't have no kids.
Okay, so moving on to the next segment, I'd like to speak about Cynthia, boring ass, and her man. What's his name?
Michael. Mike. And he's a sports commentator.
He's a smooth talker. But I kind of like, I feel like when it comes to Cynthia and like relationships, Portia has a better chance of finding love, evidently, than Cynthia. Like, it's just not her forte. I feel like it's just not her forte. Like, I feel like she's kind of like, I wouldn't be surprised if she chased some men away, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, like, why did you say that about Cynthia?
Because she just gives me that vibe. It's like, you kind of give the vibe of like chasing men away instead of letting them come to you,
But how did she chase them away? In what way?
Okay. She's very like giddy. Very, 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 very giddy. And not in a way how Portia would be giddy. You see how Portia, when she's giddy, she still leaves you room to like do what you need to do to woo her. Cynthia is more like the opposite. And then she's just like a kid. And it's just like, oh my God, the girl, this is kind of like, even when she was answering her FaceTime call, I was just like, okay, you're not a teenager.
Like, and then why are you talking about those kind of stuff with your daughter sitting right there? And then why are you letting your daughter take your phone when you're talking to your man on FaceTime? That didn't make sense to me.
I mean, well, I understand you're first of all, you're a parent. You can't hide your kids in your own goddamn house. So if you want to cake up on the phone, I mean, really and truly, that's up to you to kind of create that own privacy in your own home. Like, lock the bedroom door or something, not go into the theater room in your basement where everybody goes to. So that was open invitation.
Let me ask you this. Would you take a phone out of your mother's hand? I'm just curious.
No, I wouldn't take the phone out of my mother's hand. But at the same time, I don't feel like it was in an aggressive manner. I definitely think that it was in a pretty like, ooh, let me see, like type of manner. I don't think it was like a bitch, give me your phone, let me see this nigga. Like, it's nothing like that.
I don't think it's an aggressive manner. What I think is Cynthia don't create boundaries with her daughter and with a lot of people. So everybody feels like they can be her friend. Everybody feels like they can run over Cynthia, including her child. I mean, including Nene, including everybody. Because you come off giddy like, oh, I mean, if you had to go heads up with Cynthia or Portia, who would you pick?
If I had to go heads up?
Like, duke it out.
I don't fight with anybody, especially not women.
But I'm just saying in general.
I guess intellectually or in a verbal manner, I hate to fight verbally, but if I had to choose, I would choose Cynthia because I know Cynthia would not be able to
bingo.
Like she's the kind of girl to be stuck in her words, like be like, what I thought, But here's the thing, though, like even though she was sitting on the couch with her daughter talking on the phone, it's like she gives me a childish vibe, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I get
childish vibe that's like, you, girl, like.
I still go back to, even if she was a childlike vibe, Cynthia don't create boundaries for bitches, period. Period. So you can talk to her any kind of way and you don't feel threatened. Now, I will say, Portia's giddy, girly, all that. But when it comes to effing up somebody, I know Portia will get ratchet. Portia gets loud. I've seen her. Cynthia, I don't believe what she's selling. And I'd be like, girl, you better get out of my face before I hurt you. Like, I'm not intimidated by Cynthia. I'm not anything. And I feel like her child and everybody that deals with Cynthia feel the same way. And I take it back to Peter. Peter felt big enough to cheat on her and be all in a girl's face in a nightclub because Cynthia ain't rah-rah. Cynthia ain't going to, even Nene, grown as Nene is, baby, she'll let you have it. So I don't get those vibes with Cynthia. Cynthia doesn't come off intimidating. Cynthia is just Cynthia. Out of all them women, Cynthia.
So definitely, you're not feeling Cynthia.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling her either. I'm not feeling her either. But like, what I mean in terms of men is just like, I don't know. She just like, I like she need a guy who's going like, a nigga who is fierce, a nigga who is 100%, a nigga who will create boundaries, protect the home, protect you. Like, she needs that kind of like emperor in her life. And I don't know if this sportscaster guy got it. I mean, he's a smooth talker. Well, you can be a smooth talker all you want, but in a relationship, when things get real, we'll see if you live up to what you make yourself to seem to be, I guess.
Let me say this. I was a little hurt when her and Peter broke up because Peter was a man. Now, he might not have been the man with all the paper and all the coins, but I watched him go up to dudes taller than him. And he's like, you're not going to disrespect me. Yeah. And he might have caught an L, but he wasn't letting Apollo, jailbird ass, disrespect him because they had an episode.
Peter.
And then Kenya's dude, it's actually out there on YouTube. They got in a fight.
Oh, you're talking about the Muscle Man.
Yes, you know who I'm talking about? The douche with the ticky boom.
He gave me aggressive tease from jump. I was just like,
he gave me not rap right tease from the jump. I was like, that man ain't all there. But Peter pulled out that knife. He was like, you can get it. I don't care if you are 6'5" and full of muscle. I was like, that was sexy on my. I was like, go ahead, Peter.
Okay. So
you sure you want a divorce, Peter?
Right. Fuck you and your 6-pack. Okay. So.
Oh, we were supposed to go. Okay, so we talked about Cynthia. Let's get to Eva the Diva.
Oh God. Yo, did you see when she was like, wait, was it her that was talking about Cynthia's grandma shoes?
Yeah. But I ain't buying what Eva is selling. Cause last minute you was the bone carrier just like Sheree.
Mm-hmm.
Now you like, oh, I'm married with children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Smiles.
like, girl, or getting married. Let me say get married. But I don't know. I don't like her in that role. I need you to be messy. I need you. You know what? On America's Top Model, Eva was messy. I've been following Eva for a long time. That girl
Yeah,
messy.
she definitely has a fair side to her, but she picks and chooses when she wants to do that. She's
Well,
very calculated too.
yes, I think she's politicking. So I think she's trying to come off like Susie Homemaker because now she got this
Mm-hmm.
part.
And it's not
I ain't
working.
like it. I ain't liking it. I ain't liking it. Let's talk about that baby's father. That first child you had, how they went back and forth. See, I follow her on Instagram too. Honey, her and that dude went back and forth. And he was like, fuck you and fuck my daughter. Y'all are both
Are you
dead to me.
serious?
Yes. So that's why she made that comment. Oh, this is the only man my child has known for her oldest daughter.
Mm.
No, you and that man had an exchange, and he was like, F the both of y'all because you was using that baby as leverage. But that's interesting. Like to me, bring that in your storyline. Let's hear about that. Speak on it. Speak on your history so we know.
Um, well, to me, Eva is boring.
Yeah.
She's not entertaining. She's not entertaining, and she really don't have any pizzazz to her. Honestly, it's like they just took a model and threw her on to fucking Real
She's
Housewives.
so pretty to me. I will say this, she's very pretty and she makes beautiful kids. That newborn with those beautiful big eyes just like her,
Yeah,
beautiful.
she's a very beautiful, gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
Now with
So
with
I think the next thing, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I wasn't sure. Are we still talking about Eva, the diva?
I was gonna move on to fucking
Well, Portia visits Nene at
no.
her new job.
Well, shit, that too. But Portia organizing a trip to go to Florida.
Well, let's before we get there. So Portia goes and visit Nene at her boutique. Let's call it a boutique to check on her friend. She heard about Greg and his cancer issue. And she over there twerking, trying on Nene's clothes that she's selling. Twerking, Portia know how to bring the little ratchet relief.
Right. And that's exactly what I was saying. Portia can definitely be the girl to balance out the mood in the room when it's right. And it also specifically with Nene, it's hella easy for her to do that. And it's very easy for her to do that when Nene lets her guards down and she's not being that tough girl that we all know Nene to be. And I think that I think Portia can encourage her to soften up a bit. And by soften up, I mean speak about what's on your heart when you're hurting and not hold it under a rock, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of do that for me because I can be very serious, and you can kind of shift the mood or the energy level. So,
Aw, how
um,
sweet. Yeah, because you want to know why? Because Portia's a Cancer and I'm a Pisces.
Mr. Zodiac over here.
Yeah, we're both water signs.
Oh.
Um,
So
okay.
anyway, so they meet, and Nene says that she has a comic stand up in Miami, right?
Yes, I want to go to her shows so freaking bad. Like, I want to support her. Like, it's fucking, girl. I want to go so bad. Is she coming to Atlanta?
So you know what? I do kind of want to go, but I know on the back end that she has writers. You know
So,
what I mean? Like,
I don't care. I just want to go and support her.
I mean, I'm interested in going. It's just got to be on a day where I feel like moving around. But I would love to be flying out to Miami on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. I definitely want to see how funny she really is. I think that Nene definitely has a funny bone in her regardless when whether she's trying or not. But I feel like if she's gonna be trying to be funny, she's gonna be even funnier. And I kind of just have faith that she kills it at her comedy show before I even go there. But I think it's really cute, even though I feel like it was pre-planned by producers. I think it's a really cute idea for Portia to rally up the girls and go to Miami, and I also think it's cute as well the fact that Cynthia, wanted to surprise Nene, say that she's not coming, she can't come, she got a conference call. Girl, who you on a conference call with?
Nobody.
Right. But Portia getting ready to celebrate her birthday with Dennis, though. Can we talk about how beautiful Portia is?
I'm sorry. I did not like Portia's outfit. Can I say that? Can I say it was giving me ratchet tease? That all white everything with the red hair.
Yes.
You liked it?
I love it. Portia is everything. And also, listen,
you're just a Portia stan.
Yeah, I really am. And also, she looks great in that. Like,
I'm sorry.
And Kevin, the red hair, she fucking killed that red hair. Girl, what?
Kevin.
Yes. Like, and that's another thing with Portia. Bitch, let me tell her. I'm about to get into my Portia stan mode. Like, Portia, she has this goddess energy to her that's so like, like, I feel like when she walks, there's like sprinkles of like glitter in her walking
not sprinkles.
Seriously, because she gives me that energy of just a goddess, like a princess, and like what? Yo, that
love you some.
Like
you love you some damn Portia. That's all that
but
is.
you know what though? Okay, look. Everybody got their own motherfucking man that they like. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own taste in men. Mm-hmm. But sister, let me stop.
Who? Wait.
Dennis, whatever his name is that Portia dated. Dennis.
I think Dennis is an opportunist, just like Todd.
No, but I wasn't even talking about like financially. I was talking about like physically. Like you.
He's not cute either, but not that way. I think Portia can do a lot better. Like you went from an athlete to that.
Right. Listen, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't know. Like I feel like he's an opportunist to an extent. I don't feel like he's a full-blown opportunist because it seems like he has some pretty stable financial income for himself, but at the same time, it's just like you're not really you don't really speak much. And of course, you don't have to speak much, at least on camera. But you can't hide the fact that something about you is not 100% clear. And it comes off as a little bit shady. And the stuttering when it comes to Portia asking you about your relationship with Candy, or at least friendship with Candy. And then you taking back what you said, talking about something, you met her here and there at old lady gang. Girl, bye. That's a fucking lie.
Portia even said, "This is the first I'm hearing of this."
Yeah, it's everybody's motherfucking first.
I'm just like, really? But like I said, I feel like he's an opportunist.
In what way though?
Remember Will last season? Will for Cynthia?
Yes, Mr. McFeinstein.
Yes, I feel like this guy is an opportunist just like Will.
But in what way though? Because it's like if he is, pretty, financially set, what could he be opportunist in? Like for fame?
Well, I don't know. I mean, so like the hot dog truck thing, would you promoting it? Like, are you trying to?
No, I don't know,
Kevin.
Because who mentioned the hot dog shit first? Wasn't it Portia?
Bravo. I mean, yeah, but if you got all these other businesses, why was the hot dog truck mentioned, right? I didn't know nothing about the hot dog truck. I'm gonna tell you what I knew from the vlogs,
Hot
the hair,
dogs.
the bundles. So I feel like they're in bed together with the hair gang. Like that might have been her distributor on her line because Portia got her own line.
Mm-hmm.
Portia probably doing well. So I'm
Oh,
just
she's doing lovely.
right. So, but that's what I'm saying. So you don't need to plug that. So you plug the business that is lacking.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably thinking, oh, I can be like Candy with OLG and get this hot dog game popping. Free publicity. So that's why I'm just like,
Girl.
I don't know about him. Shady Faye. I don't know. Opportunist. Todd Jr. You see Todd trying to get Candy pregnant the second time, right?
Yeah, but how would he benefit from getting her pregnant?
Okay, so I guess you didn't see. He signed the prenup, right? And the big thing was him, Peter, and Apollo talk. And Apollo's like, man, I got effed up in the game because I love this woman and I signed away my rights. And in the background, they're telling him, don't sign the prenup, don't sign the prenup. So last minute in their wedding special, he signs the prenup, but everything they do from that point after, he has equal rights or parts to, including the children. So, just like Sherry Shepherd and her ex-man, if you got a child with a man and as busy as Candy is, if she steps away from that marriage, they got 2 kids in the game. It make it harder to step away from. He can be daddy daycare, which Riley said this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And you got not one OLG, but a second OLG. They also there were several things. Like, if you look at the growth of Candy, it's also due to Todd because everything that they make after they get married, he gets a cut of, regardless if she says so or not. Mm-hmm. So if he says, you know what, I don't want to be married to your ass no more, she got to share the profits. She got to share in OLG 1 and 2. She got to share in anything she does. I think Bedroom Candy existed before they got married, but anything she creates, and Tag was created before they got married, but anything she creates thereafter, he shares the profit. So he's securing his own bag because Apollo's like, Apollo spoke a lot on that, how he was at Phaedra's mercy, but he felt like they had that love there that she would do whatever for them. Well, when that love wear out, his pockets was short.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Peter even said, Peter told that dude that he got in a fight with, like, Cynthia gives me money. I didn't know that. Them husbands are getting checks as well, but they're getting it off the backs of the wife. So what that means is, for Peter, she might be cutting him $10,000 checks a month. Say, oh, hey, babe, here you go. I'm making, $100K an episode. Here's $10,000.
Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, get it how you live.
Todd is securing his bag, and I think this one
always like to say that women are gold diggers, niggas are gold diggers. Okay, that's how it is in my book, period. Okay, so don't ever tell me that niggas ain't gold diggers. Okay, these motherfucking husbands of Real Housewives are prime examples, ma'am. Okay, so it is what it is. But so is that it? Like,
wait! I gotta say one more thing. How awkward was that call between Portia and Candy?
It was awkward. It was awkward, but it was inevitable when it comes to talking with Candy from Portia, or just talking with Candy, period. Because Portia's a very, just like any motherfucking Taurus, what you see is what you get. So it's just like,
for Portia?
Yeah, no, Candy.
Candy. Yeah, Candy is what you see is what you get because Candy is the scorned lover. And Portia is like, hey girl, hey. Candy's like, how can I help you?
Oh, just annoying. Girl, just be
I
salty
mean,
somewhere else.
but
Oh,
wait a minute. I cannot. But Kevin, I'm that person. You already know when I get in my feelings about stuff. And we had a conversation, and I won't go into detail, but I was feeling slighted by a certain individual on a certain transaction. And I was like, this, and this. And you was like, really? Like, well, what about this? Like, why does it have to be so concrete? Like, you were very just like nonchalant. And I was like, no. So the thing is, Tauruses were very black and white. And when
yes.
we feel some kind of way, we not good actors or actresses. So
Yeah.
Candy is that lover scorn because she still got a for Portia. And even though Portia was trying to play it off, and I got to get a bar of that, I got to act fake. Because I got to say, when you act fake, you make it further in life. Fake it till you make it. But she was like, hey, girl, hey. And I would have been, if you called my phone like that, I would have been just like,
hey, girl, hey, what you doing, girl?
I'd be like, girl, what you want?
What you want? I just kind of go to, Panama City Beach, like.
And I would have been just like Candy. Who else going? Oh, just me and you. Oh, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. That was a funny joke.
I don't know.
That is why I love Portia, because she has a sense of humor. Okay? She has a sense of fucking humor, girl. Candy don't got that shit. Candy, if Candy could not make a joke if it was to save motherfucking life.
Kevin, don't be hard on Candy, okay? Just don't be hard on her.
Candy's just
she's a Taurus,
damn,
and it's hard for us. What did you say?
That's just how Candy is. She's just so like, she's just so like, sit over there. I'll sit over here. Like, she's boring. She's a Debbie Downer. Like, I can't
with you.
I can't. But I am looking forward to, this season. I'm looking forward to seeing more of, honestly, April, honestly.
Yeah, honest. I want your honest opinion.
I just love seeing, and this has nothing to do with Real Housewives. I just love seeing Black women on my television screen, period.
Aww.
They're all gorgeous. They're all gorgeous. And they're all like just doing their own things, just having fun, going out, laughing, dancing, dating, drinking wine, all of that stuff. Whether they're boring or fun, they're just living life. And it's just, that's why I love Real Housewives. Sometimes I don't even listen to the script. Sometimes I just watch, and I'm just like, this is just so amazing. And I just really wish like the Atlanta season was like all year long, because I don't watch that Orange County bullshit.
Well, here's the thing. What can we relate to, right? I mean, who on the television looks like us out of all the Real Housewives franchise? It's Atlanta. So I don't care how whack people think it's going to be. I'm tuning in. I got time today, bitch. I got time.
And which one makes the most money?
Us. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Georgia.
Right. Because
But that's what I was going to say too. Kenya had her baby today. So ironic, she has her baby today of all days.
Mm-hmm. You trying to say like she held that baby in till season premiere?
It was like, oh, you bitches gonna recognize a diva when you see her, okay? I'll be like, boosh.
Honestly, I don't even know why they got rid of Kenya. Like, I really like, even though Kenya, like, she can definitely like not be everyone's cup of tea, and I can see why, but I still liked her on my screen. Like,
well, I think here's the thing. I think that They did that because she pissed off Bravo. She trumped Bravo at their own game. Now, if you're involved in a reality TV show, you're supposed to show every facet of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't blame that sister for protecting her marriage. It's hard for a black sister to keep a black man's attention in this day and age. And she did that shit. She's like, you're not messing up my marriage. Because I truly feel like if you look at most couples on reality TV show, it ends in divorce. And she was like, oh, this is sacred. Hey, and I'm with Kenya on that. Protect what you feel you hold great. Protect your marriage. So she was like, oh no. She got married. No Bravo camera. Didn't inform Bravo. Knew she was going to get married. Those producers, what I read in, I think it was the Shade Room and a couple of other vlogs, Bravo was pissed as shit at Kenya for that.
Yeah, that makes sense. They lost out on a lot of money and also a great storyline at that.
Yeah, so when you think about it, like everybody has shared their marriage, right? Nene renewed her vows. She shared her marriage. Kim with her white chick looking self, she shared her marriage. Candy shared her marriage. Like nobody during the course of their show has hid their marriage. She hid her marriage because it's sacred to her. And that black man she's married to don't agree with Bravo. He said that Bravo shows black women in a bad light. And I could appreciate that black man for saying that. I mean, let me tell you this, Real Housewives of Atlanta is very entertaining to this girl right here. But I get what he's saying. He's like, don't let those people make a mockery of you. So if you notice last season, season 10, Kenya was kind of MIA. Her husband really wasn't present. And that's because he didn't align with what Bravo was putting down.
You know, it's very funny because like I actually predicted that she wouldn't even be in the next season because when I was watching the entire season last year, I kept saying to myself, I feel like Kenya has her foot out the door already. And I feel like she's not really like 100% there with the cast as she used to be. And when I say there, I mean like, you know, just, I guess in her mind, like, you know, I'm going to do this for the show. I'm going to do that for the show. Like, I feel like she's just been kind of like slowly and silently like packing her bags and like just ready to get her foot out the door after the reunion. And I'm not surprised that she's not here. However, I do miss seeing her on my screen. But who's that other girl, that new cast member?
She's Ronnie DeVoe from Belle Biv DeVoe, New Edition's wife. And I think she's going to bring Ratchet teas this year. She's going to be the Ratchet chick. Because what's her name? Shamari DeVoe. She's going to show up probably next episode or the one after that. But she's from that group called Black that Lisa Lopez from Left Eye put out back in the day. Do you remember them? No.
Listen, I told you, like, I know of them. I know of them for sure.
They're from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, they certainly are.
But you know, I'm so all about pop culture. I don't expect you to be there, but she's young. So she's going to be a little ratchet and reckless. You know, I think Portia was the ratchet and reckless one. And she's maturing. She's evolving, as she should as a woman. So I don't want to... Portia twerked this episode. But I don't expect to keep seeing her twerking because she's somebody's mama. She about to give birth to something. I don't want to keep seeing that.
Oh, April. I 100% disagree with you for the fact that just because you're a mother or just because you have a child on the way does not mean that you have to stop shaking your behind. Okay, Black people have been shaking their ass since the beginning of time. It's not going to stop because somebody did. And on top of that,
Kevin, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Is it cool for your mama to twerk? Would you be okay with that? Be honest.
Yeah. Why? Because it's her own body. And she's a grown, autonomous human being capable of doing whatever the fuck
And
she wants.
see, so let me say this as a grown ass woman, I put my mother in a hero category. There are certain things that I didn't expect my mom to do. Like if I ever had a child, like I've gotta like listen to rap music on the download because I don't even want like April Jr. thinking I listen to rap music because I feel like my mother was my hero, so I held her to a like Oprah Winfrey standard. Like, oh my God, that's like seeing Oprah twerk. That's like seeing Oprah listen to rap music. Mother, what are you doing? Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I'm just telling you, I don't want to see that because I hold you to a higher standard. That's all.
I completely don't understand what you're saying, but I can see what you mean, kind of.
You know what's so funny? Another blogger was talking about how all these reality TV show kids are going to need therapy in the future. And I'm going to tell you one child I can kind of see that for, and that's Riley, because Candy let too much of their personal business out on television.
Oh my God. I'm glad you said something about that. Something about her seems like, I don't want to say it, but it's just like, you know how when you can kind of see a child kind of, it's like a difference between like you like jokingly shading your mom and like seriously shading your mom. She's giving me like those vibes where it's just like, it's going to start declining if you don't fix something quickly.
I agree. I agree because I think Riley thinks she's smarter than her parents. I think she thinks both her parents are kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you guys aren't like you guys need to grow up. And I think she thinks she's greater than her parents. And I can kind of see that. And then the other thing is like Candy shades her father on television. And Riley has felt some kind of way, but Riley tries to preserve that. Like she kind of draws back.
Oh, yeah.
Very quiet, kind of like an introvert.
Yes.
And I think it's because her mom forces her to be like, oh, write a song about how you feel and do all this. She's like, no, I don't really want people to hear my business like that. And then your mama got sex dungeons. I mean, you haven't even discovered your sexuality, and your mom over here kissing on women and licking stuff and doing things, and you just like, mom, could you knock it off?
You know what would be really like what would make a lot of money? A Candy and Riley meets Ayana Van Zant Fix My Life episode.
Wait, it's so funny you say that. Guess who was on there?
Cynthia.
Cynthia and her sister.
Was it juicy? Like, was it good? No, I didn't see it yet.
Oh my God, that sister. What is her name?
I forgot. But she's so gorgeous.
But wait a minute, she's always harsh on Cynthia. Do you remember that?
Yeah, she does have a very like tone about her.
Baby, if you hear her story, she was with a younger man. She basically, the episode of Ayana Van Zant makes it seem like she kind of was like either delusional or tricked that man into marrying her. But he wasn't present in the marriage. He was a hoe. He was he wasn't an NBA ball player. He played overseas. So what is it, CBA or something like that? And she might have saw her husband for 2 months. After that, she never saw her husband again. So when she's on Real Housewives of Atlanta talk about my husband, your husband been missing in action since the day you married him. Get the hell out of here. So all that stuff she had to say about Peter was because she had a no good ninja. This man wouldn't even respond to her text messages. Like that episode, honey, I'm gonna have to send you the receipts on that one so you can watch.
I'm gonna definitely watch that. It sounds pretty good.
But so he left her, right? Even to try to divorce him, she couldn't find him. Like, he wouldn't even acknowledge her existence.
Wow.
I found that so interesting. Is it Mallory? Because she has so much to say about. Yeah, she has so much to say about people.
She was ready to beat Candy's ass that one time.
Huh?
You don't remember when she was ready to beat Candy's ass with that whole brawl?
Why was she trying to beat Candy's ass?
You don't remember when Candy was like, "Don't touch my man. You know that's my man. Don't touch my man." You don't remember that big ass brawl with Peter and like everybody?
No, you're gonna have to send me the receipts on that one, boo.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Not keeping up with the Real Housewives, April. I mean,
Kevin, let me say this. I have watched every single episode from season 1 to today. Okay. But Mallory, I never care for her. So sometimes I check out for her because, like, I never liked the way she came for Peter. Never liked the way she came for Peter. Mm-hmm. And I kept saying, go check your own man. And I didn't know what was going on. But that Ayana Van Zandt episode of Fix My Life said it all. Because she was in her sister's business, Ryan on Cynthia, because her dude was no good. And that's what I said. Most of the time when females can't support you in your marriage, in your relationship, it's because they got some shit going on behind the scenes. And she kept that stuff behind the scenes. Dude, when I tell you he would egg her, he would be like, oh, she's like, I called him, I text him, he don't respond. That's your husband. He not responding, he don't respect you. But it's all good. Mm-hmm. It's all good. You got to see that episode. I'm going to send it. When we get off this live feed, I'm going to send you. I'm going to post it down in the comment section because I feel like everybody needs to see that because Mallory was full of shit. And she was sitting there faking the funk on somebody Cynthia loved and your husband didn't love you. How about that? Peter loved Cynthia, but everybody else getting involved messed that up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All righty. Well, thank you everyone for watching our gorgeous and amazing, beautiful live. I am Kevin Wealth, if she did not mention my name at the beginning of this session. And you can find a link to my YouTube channel in the description box below. And any last words, April?
I am April Beebe. Check us out because we will be back for our cocktails and conversation on Real Housewives of Atlanta next week. And yes. I hope you will be checking in for us.
Bye.
Bye.